Hi, everybody. Pastor Kirk here. Hey, we're catching our breath between major Christmas events. You know, we're also going through our inventory of Christmas carols and deciding what is left to sing. I think we've sung Hark the Herald Angels 3 times in 2 weeks, so we may have to retire it until next year. It's a shame when a classic carol becomes a Yuletide nightmare, as in this cartoon. Here is Garfield being visited by various ghosts. Here is the Christmas carol that is stuck in your head. And in walks this strange bird. He says, I am the Christmas fruitcake that's stuck in your teeth. But the Christmas carol that's stuck in your head, that is Hark the Herald Angels Sing. We've sung it maybe too many times. We'll retire it until next December. Hey, did you experience last week's Christmas concert? A royal wedding. It was fantastic. I bet you couldn't find a finer presentation of the Christmas story and the gospel message anywhere in Sacramento. 2,000 people attended Friday and Sunday, and there were more guests attending than our own church people. And that is outstanding. That's the Great Commission. That's exactly what this event is for, to introduce our friends and our neighbors to the story in a beautiful and compelling presentation that includes the gospel message and a salvation prayer. You know, the fresh approach, royal wedding, it juxtaposed the first coming of Jesus and the second coming around the theme of a wedding. Joseph being married to Mary, Christ wedded to his bride, the church. And if you haven't seen it, you're probably going, but it totally worked. It was great. Consider how many folks go to a Christmas concert during this season and all they hear is the Christmas story as told by carols that are so familiar no one even thinks about the words. Often they're separated. The Christmas show is separated from the larger story of Jesus and God's message of salvation. And so people get the sweet, Silent Night, Holy Night vibe, but little else. The royal wedding, and it was written by Jennifer McDaniel, John's wife. It sets Christmas in the big picture, and it powerfully connects Christmas, Calvary, Easter, and Jesus' return. The production featured our chancel choir, orchestra, praise team, children's choir, and it combined just fantastic drama and outstanding music. Well, I think we hit it out of the park. I think God's message was very clear, and the Lord was very pleased. Anyway, this Sunday is Advent Week 3, and the theme is hope. When I was a kid, waiting in hope, that was a huge part of Christmas, waiting to open my presents. Well, guess what? Waiting, it still is. And our focus this Sunday is on another carol by Charles Wesley. Wesley wrote Hark the Herald Angels, and he's written this carol, Come Thou Long-Expected Jesus, that expresses this theme of hope. Sunday we also celebrate the Lord's Supper. Last week was Marathon Sunday. It was one of our lowest attended Sundays. The marathon seems to spook a lot of folks every year from coming to church. Many people thought there would be access problems, like they couldn't get in the parking lot. There weren't. Or that, it was another United service. It wasn't. Or they were just confused about worship times. 2 services. We had 2 services. Both of them were at 10. And if you stayed home for any of those reasons, I'm disappointed. As in, boom! Our finance elders, Norm Brown and Jesse Huff, reported on Sunday a 7% shortfall in our income that started just last June. It runs about $12,000 a month that we're running short. And it began about the same time that we reported a great finish to our fiscal year. In June, we were anticipating a $40,000 surplus. And it's almost as if folks heard that message and they decided, hey, if things are going so great at FOPC, maybe our church doesn't need my tithe. Well, guess what? We do. We can't pay staff and we can't pay our bills without everybody's faithful giving. And if you've pulled back, I just want to say you are cheating yourself out of a huge joy and blessing that God wants to give you in return. Cheating yourself and also cheating God. And look, I hate scolding people. I don't want to guilt people into giving. Come on, folks, let's do what God expects us to do. If Fair Oaks Press is your church home, let's be faithful in your giving, okay? Let's try to make up the deficit between now and year end. And then let's keep it up. We have two crucial positions we've got to fill in 2016. You know, Wendy, our kids ministry director, is leaving at the end of February. We need to fill her position. And then we're going to go looking for a family ministries pastor to replace John Neuenschwander. And look, we've got this great family-friendly facility now for both our kids and our youth. Now let's be able to fund our kids and family staff. Okay? Hey, our upcoming worship schedule and ministry opportunities, let me mention a couple. Jim Martinez and his quartet, they are doing a Charlie Brown Christmas jazz concert, not this Saturday, but next, December 19, 6 o'clock in the Worship Center. And Jim, I mean, you know Jim, right? He is a world-class musician. And we are so blessed to have him on our worship staff. And Jim's concerts are always very popular. This one is both fun and kid-friendly, and it celebrates the 50th anniversary of the original Charlie Brown Christmas special broadcast. So the concert is free. A free will offering will be received. Christmas Eve this year falls on December 24th, and it's a Thursday. And our family service with kids and candlelight is at 4 o'clock, and our candlelight and choir service, which is a lively contemporary and traditional blend, that's at 7. So 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock are our worship times Christmas Eve. By the way, Angel Tree, church folks are going to be delivering nearly 200 Angel Tree gifts to local families of incarcerated prisoners. And that's Saturday, December 19. We need about 20 more groups to help with the delivery. It could be a marinership, a small group, a life group, or just a bunch of church friends, okay? And you can sign up to do that on the city or in the cafe this Sunday, okay? All right, that's all for now. I love you, church, and I'll see you on Sunday.